Welcome to Age of Empires 4. Please take a moment to set your preferences. Accessibility settings. Subtitles combo, movie and in-game. Subtitle scale combo box. Larger. UI text scale combo box. Default, largest. Default. Brightness calibration. Reset, save and continue button.
Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature. With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yaro! Yeah.
Quetta?
Gongende!
Hestes?
Gadriende!
Yeah. Huh? Gadriende? Yeah. Quetta? Meta?
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Yaru? Worker? Dom!
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Huh? Woodu?
Quetta? Yeah. Woodo! Huh? Huh? Yes, Samiende!
Quetta.
Queta. Styria each.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Huh? Work and day.
Yeah. Working day. You and day.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yeah. Yaru. Work and day. Here worked. Work and day. Yeah. Here worked. Worker.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Yaro.
Each wheeler.
Working day.
Quetta.
Yeah. Teleta. Working. Yaro. Yeah, the working.
Yeah.
Working day.
The wearer.
Yeah, Teleta.
Each wheeler.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Yeah.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Queta.
Breatherer. Yes, sir. Yeherende. Asteriende. Kuthlich. Gande.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Working day.
Hey, sir. Yes, sir. Yaru, yes, sir. Asteriende. Yeah.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Yeherende. Ridende. Asteriende. Kutlich. Gande.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town.
Yes, sir.
The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Workende.
Here's this. Where can? Nothing, sir.
Each brookie that.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Here's this commander.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Each timber of Theos.
What, Hessa? Don't did that. Each will redone. Redende ut.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
Look at Hakau. Atrina Piran. Fortberat on way. Yahweh. Spere asterende. Hiereth opa. Off with that. Yahweh. Ferdinand.
Forward the Farendenu. Farendenu.
Yes, sir.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan Azatan.
Yes, sir. Riedere Yaru. Dende ut.
Gerwaf Garwigan. Garwigan forth.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Garu Upa. Here in the shell pending! Garu Upa!
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Yarway. Get River, Garu! Astira, Garwigan! Garu Upa. Undestrelum! Kommet on! Med mig. Gefremet, dit nu! Agnoa! Ich will. Med mig! Undestrelum! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Ja. Hier sind die Verbände! Yeah!
What's Hessa? It's Yetta.
Jirwa Garwigan! Ich willen!
Hat es je Hände!
Astira Garwigan!
Rieder Yaru. Gau. Ungefähr Bero!
Garwigan Asetta! Rit nu!
Forward here!
Each one! Garwigan!
Ansagen!
Agnoa! Forte! Extended!
Airfotter!
Ja.
Here!
Fortganga! Aquel! Und Bundestrelum! Und Forte!
Hat es je Hände!
Fortganga! Agnau! Yes, sir! Garu Upa! Yeah!
Yeah? Don't do that!
Feiltat! Feiltat!
Airfotter! Here!
Garwigan, ring nu!
Bear this up!
Ich will! Begins!
Ansagen! Airfotter! Here! Hat es je Hände! Ansagen! Ansagen!
Und Estrelum!
Hat es je Hände! Airfotter! Here! Hat es je Hände! Ansagen! Airfotter! Here! Hat es je Hände!
Remme! Garwigan! Jesa! Mit mig!
Ja, ja. Ich will rida. Ich will ansagen! Följande häsar. Wes in Fräckensås!
Yes, sir. West Duhala. That Shule Bayo Timbran.
Jerwaf garu upp. Garu, förra.
Hier sind Schildhände!
Ja, worka.
Airfotter! Here! Airfotter! Here!
Remme, garu.
Ansagen!
What's the fitty?
Wes in Fräckensås!
Jesa? Wickara?
Yarway up.
What's the fitty?
Hestus Commende. Each Timbra Theos.
Und Bundestrelum! Hat es je Hände!
Jerwaf garwigan!
Airfotter! Here!
Hurra! Britt luft! Honor.
Hier sind Schildhände!
Garwigan. Yes, sir.
Hat es je Hände! Ansagen! Hat es je Hände! Und Bundestrelum! Erfurter! Hier!
Yerwa. Garwigan.
Erfurter! Hier!
Astira. Garwigan. Garwigan Asetat.
Forward hier, ich will.
Yerwa. Garwigan.
Hat es je Hände! Ungefähr, Beado!
Garu.
Ansagen! Hat es je Hände! Valiente Hesse!
Garu. Atrina. Veran.
Ich liebe
Garwigan Asetat.
Unistrelum! Ansagen! Erfurter! Hier!
On your work. Each a worker. That's Shule Bayo Timbran. Gierlas hair? Each timber fails.
Hat es je Hände! Hier sind Schildhände!
Garu. Yerwa. Garwigan. Garwigan. Trimet Garu. Yes. Yes, sir. Bettest Hlitha. Hira Neodlich. Hey, sir. Each will.
Wer on this
What's
song?
her face?
Yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Ansagen! Erfurter! Hier! Hat es je Hände!
Garu.
Und Bundestrelum!
Garwigan. Forfana. Atrina. Veran. Yerwa. Garwigan. Mid May.
Ansagen!
Garu. Farah. sir. Come on!
Airporter! Here!
Garwigan acceptat. Garu upp. Kommer on. Garu Farah.
Ansagen!
Pause menu opened. Resume button. Settings. Close button. Camera button. Game button. UI button. Audio button. Item 6. Online button. Item 7 of 8. Audio button. Item 6 of 8. Graphics button. Display. Game window combo box. Audio button. Item 6 of 8. Graphics button. Audio button. 100. Configuration. Compressed. Midnight mode. Wide. Sound quality combo box. Requires high. Controls button. You have resume button. Are you loading screen? Loading in progress. Loading screen. Loading in progress. Loading screen. Loading in progress. Loading screen. Loading in progress. Play button. Pause menu opened. Are you resume settings, camera button, audio button. 100. Resume button. Are you sure? Resume settings. Close game button. Item 3 of 8. Graphics button. Audio button. Item 6 of 8. Online button. Item 7 of 8. Friends. Allow friend. Allow. Resume button. Pause menu closed.
Huh?
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Yaru.
Yeah.
Queta.
Quetta. Quetta.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Yaru. Yes, sir. Workende.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Yes, Samiende. The wearer.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Worker.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Yaru. Yeah. Workende.
Yeah. Working day.
Here worked.
Where can?
Hestes.
Yes.
Done. Workende.
Each weather.
Here worked.
With additional housing in place,
Hestes.
even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Eortalenda.
Nothing.
Worker. Yeah. Eortalenda. Workende. Worker.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied.
Air the worker. Yeah. Eortalenda.
Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Ridende.
Yaru. Yeah.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Quetta. Work Kende.
Quita. Working day.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining. With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Quita. Working day. Quita. Where can? Yeah. Working day.
Yaru.
Happy. Yaru.
Yeah.
You end day. Egypt locate that.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves.
Sure, lads. Your way on your salmon end day.
The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
That's sole bio temple. Yes. You're sailing.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers.
Yes, understood.
Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
What's the birthday?
Yes, sir. Garwigan. Ferdinand. Yarway. Garwigan. Yarway. Yes, sir. Fairman. Yarway. Yes, sir.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Garwigan, Acetas. Yes, sir.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Mit mig!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Garu upp. Yes. Yerwath Garwigan. Yes, yes. Yeremet Garu. Aknawa. Yes. Yerwath Garwigan. Garu upp. Kom aan onder! Garwigan, Aceta. Yerwath Garwigan.
spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Dicho worker, este es comende.
Huerta.
Dicho worker.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Yored Yaru. Bayard,
yes, sir. Where's the holler?
Sule
Bayotebran. And you hear the hoover. And you worker. It's timber of Theos.
Yeah, Yaru.
Ferdinand. Ich eom garde.
Fair you worker. Yarwa Yoala. We're getting day on Akerham. Yaru to work.
Yes, sir. West to Hala. Your way, order.
Your race day. Each will be in their bed. Yes, sir. Where's the water?
What's their face, eh? your worker. Gongende Akerham. Each timber fails. Icheum.
Hey, you're a thin Hester. Yeah? Iaru.
Yaru to work. Eef te lende, koetling. What's their faith, eh? That shula beo timber. Egypt ruke that.
And your worker?
Bayard May.
What's their faith, eh? That shule beo timbran. Each
Thin
brew that.
Hester.
Yaru to work.
Hey, you're at Yaru.
That shule beo timbran.
Yeah, Yaru.
And your worker? Each timber fails.
Hey, you're at Yaru.
Aorf de Lender. Cuffleach.
Thin Hester.
We're Kende on Eckerham.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
On Mona. Stiga on way.
Estes comende. Ik wil het doen.
Yes.
Gongende e taker.
Yes, sir.
Heras. Let it Uskan. Farron, Aowigan. Richard. You're in. Inchiera.
Eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders.
Yes, sir? Where's the holler?
Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each timber things.
Challenge the friendly Hazel! Here is name!
Hey, on that nice yet away.
Who
arm each timber thinks. Ishala!
Yes, sailor! Command honor. Listers, Veras.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Shule Bayo Timbran!
Flamboga a rod. Flamboga a rod.
Each timber theos!
Siege at help. Strail Boren Yaru. And you work it.
Shiotende Etus!
Strele Fuse. Bail Death May. Flamboga a rod.
Each a worker!
Strail. Strele Fuse. Yerwa. Siege. Flamboga a rod. Bail Death May.
Each a collier.
Strail Boren Yaru.
Yahweh on the Samiende!
Bail Death May.
Stand in front.
Each one.
Yes, sir. West through Hala.
Strela Fuse. Strail Boren Yaru. Bear
Estes
Death May.
Zona. Gadriende Wudu.
Strail Boren Yaru.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
On Queathaf. Ishao. That Shule Bayo Timbran.
Listers, letteth Uskaan. Hear us.
Leo de Hesa.
Cometh honor. See the sheep. On Muna, Ferret, Eowegan. A Stegan, Otway. Letteth Uskaan. Cometh honor. Each of all. A Stegan Otway. Ferret, Eowegan.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowman would be protected from an infantry charge.
Abuga Strelborn.
Lista Ferret Eowiga.
Strelborn. Yes.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
Yes, questo hala. Each a worker.
Warnia.
Strelborn. Yes.
Yes, sailor!
Yes, questo hala.
On Mona. Letter Uska.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire.
Now would be a great time to update your Age Insider profiles. Main menu. Single player page. Campaign tab. Start campaign button. Campaign tab. Item 1 of 4.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Loading screen. Loading in progress. Loading screen. Loading in progress. Loading screen. Loading in progress. Play button.
On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Je veuille vos obéir. Donnez-moi vos advices. Si comme vos voudrez. Qu'il soit vaincu.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. men-at-arms reinforced William's army. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders, but William had an answer: his sharp-eyed archers. Additional Norman archers joined the battle. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. At first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. Threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. the Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
Continue button.
At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon...
Loading screen. Loading in progress. 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 Play button.
William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Avant, compagnon. Je suis votre serveuse. Jefferson. Si comme vos voldrez. Si comme vos voldrez.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Me? Sì. Ma sono. Paraz. Spero. Laburo. Escolte. Sì, ascolto.
Che?
Ah, mandements. Intendo. Laborans la terre. Ok.
Je veuille vous obéir.
Ascolto. Edifico. Amo este labor. Laburo. Laburo. Si, laboranza. Si, laboranza. Laboranza la terra. Sigue, massone. Mandements. Materia. Escolto. Escolte. Seco. Quad.
Escolto.
Poquedo.
Laburo.
Laburo.
Che laburo.
Baked.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength. Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Cavalarios, in avant, cavalarios. Momentesi, arquer, in avant. Lanciers, sito.
Tonets mue incontinent.
Spero.
Ensala. Escolto.
Paraz. Entendo. Si, laboranza.
Soyez hors votre service. Quando je commande, avant. Incontinent. Si comme vos voldres. Certes. Votre jetzt vos à moi. Quando je commande, avant. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Certes. Je suis votre serveuse.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Mandements. Edifico. Fuaro. Parats. Labourance la terre. Cavo. Edifico.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Come sono le cose?
Attendez les commandements.
With their stables in place, the Normans could add more cavalry to their army. William's reinforcements from the south had arrived, adding vital numbers to his Norman army.
Ecce li mandements, comme i trenca.
L'heure est de besoigner. Accesmets vos, compagnon.
William paid off the Danes and was rid of their attacks.
Parade pour venir.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Vado la... Quoi de labour? Cos'è sera massonata? Cos'è sera massonata? Vado a lavorare. Io massono la cose.
Produite, servientes. Quitte. Colonnes, paitis. Colonnes sunt ici.
Io massono la cose.
Caute a quet facis.
Tuts odite. Cose sarà massonata. Io massono la cosa. Vado a lavorare.
Ascolte bene.
Vado a lavorare. Cos'è sera massonata? Cos'è sera massonata? Vado a lavorare. Io massono la cose.
Ascolte bene. Retourno comme matériel. Bon, vamos, valez tous. Tuts odite.
Io massono la cose. Cos'è sera massonata?
E c'è l'imandamento.
Vado a lavorare. Vado a lavorare. Cos'è sera massonata? Io massono la cose. Io massono la cose.
Et c'è l'imandamento.
Parade pour lavorare.
Vado a lavorare.
Vedendo. Ci sono messo. Io massono la cose.
Non de squad.
Ascolte bene.
Cos'è
Si sommes. Et c'è l'imandamento.
Cos'è sera massonata?
Vedendo.
Io ma sono la cose.
Labor speranza.
Vado a lavorare. Vado a lavorare.
Soyez prest, compagnon. Service and ordonnance. Avant, compagnon. Attendez les... Pour votre service. Service.
Escolte bene. Cose sarà massonata. Vado a lavorare. Io ma sono la cosa. Vado a lavorare. Cose sarà massonata. Cose sarà massonata. Vado a lavorare. Io ma sono la cosa. Cose sarà massonata. Vado a lavorare. Io ma sono la cosa. Io ma sono la cosa. Vado a lavorare. E ci li demande. Cose sarà massonata. Comprendo. Io ma sono la cosa. Vado a lavorare. Cose sarà massonata. Comprendo. Benefect.
Pause menu opened. Save game. Game name text box. Pause menu closed. Pause menu opened. Resume button.